What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Diary of a Handsome Adventurer. This is Lewis, and I know it has been a while since I last uploaded the video because this is a good excuse, I would say. I am currently a university student, which means I've got tons of things that must be done on time, like assignments, group projects, quizzes, you name it, but I'm back. So I'm back with a lot of creepy and scary stories for you guys. So yeah, chill, sit back, relax, grab your snack, grab your drink, because we're gonna dive into today's scary story. So let's get started. So, have you ever watched the movie called The Nun? If you have never watched it, I'm pretty sure that you have heard of it at least, right? Today, I'm going to talk about the real life events that inspired the movie, The Nun. But first, for those who are not familiar with the movie, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. The Nun is a 2018 American goddess supernatural horror film that is shot in Romania. And the story follows a priest, Father Brooke, and a young novice, Sister Irene, who are sent to the abbey in Romania to investigate the mysterious death of a nun. The movie opens with two nuns being attacked by an unseen evil force, and one of them managed to escape, but later takes her own life. The next day, Frenchy guy, who is a local delivery guy who transports supplies to the church, discovered the body and informed the concerned authority. That's when the Vatican sends the duo to investigate the unusualness of this crime. And as they dig deeper, they realize that something sinister and paranormal is lurking within the abbey. The plot is the most interesting part for me. So the abbey was originally built during the Dark Ages as a castle for the aristocrat by the name of the Duke of St. Curtin, who was unhealthily obsessed with the occult. So one day, the Duke performed a ritual to summon the demon called Velig by opening a rift in the catacomb. Not long after, the Christian knights invade the place, killing the jerk, sealed the rift with the blood of Jesus Christ. But unfortunately, during World War II, the bombing struck the abbey, reopening the rift and leeching the entity once again, and that's when everything started to get fucked up. Later down the line, Father Brooke figured out that the only way to stop Velig is to seal the rift as the knight did with the blood of Jesus Christ. Finally, they managed to do it, but that's not what actually happened in real life. The movie is neither completely fictional nor based on true events. It does actually draw a lot of inspirations from several real occurrences and events and weaves them together. First, let's talk about The Nun. So if you are a fan of Conjuring universe, I'm pretty sure that you know the couple Ed and Lorraine Warrens. So they are basically ghost investigator. Their son-in-law, Tony Spira, told the media that Warrens did have a face-to-face encounter with a spectral nun during a trip to a haunted Borley church in the southern England in the 1970s. He continued that the couple did experienced a string of eerie events, including bells ringing, headless monks have left like cryptic messages on the walls of the convent, and a spectral nymph roaming around in the dining room at night. At the same time, the Warrens brought several photographers in a quest to accompany them to capture the evidence of the spirit. They found out that according to lore, a nun was buried alive in the brick walls of the convent centuries ago after having an affair with a monk. So this is the image of Bortley nun caught in camera. Well, to me, honestly, I could not see any ghostly nun here, maybe because of the quality of the camera. Been in the 90s and we're in 20s, so the gap of the development of camera is quite different. Yeah. So this is the view of the Borley Rectory in 1944 after it burned down. This is an image of a group of young men digging at Borley in search of the skeleton of the nun in 1955. Loring once said, quote, "I felt a presence in this church. It was pitch black, no candles, no lights at all. Our photographers took pictures using a 35mm camera with infrared film, and when we developed the images, we saw what we looked like a spectral nun walking down the alley praying." Tony Spiro, the couple's son-in-law, explained that the nun's appearance, the nun look in the movie was actually inspired by the conversation between Loring Warren and the director of the movie, James Wan. She told him about an eerie experience she had after investigating the Amityville horror house in 1976. Loring was at home, lying down on her bed and reading when she felt a presence. She described it as, quote, "a swirling tornado vortex with a hooded figure. That creepy vision probably gave the director to create the appearance of the nun, glowing yellow eyes, hollow eye socket, razor-like teeth, pale skin. So now you remember that the demon is identified as Valak. So let's talk about it. The demon Valak actually has roots in real demonology. It's mentioned in an old book called The Lesser Key of Solomon, which dates back to the 17th century. But here is the thing. Valak has never ever taken a form of a nun. And in the book, the Valak is described as a child with wings riding two-headed dragon. So why Valak does appear in Asian demonology text, no one can really say for sure that, if it exists in real. So the only thing that I left to talk about is the setting of the movie. And as I said in the beginning, the movie takes place in Romania, which, Romania history isn't as well known to us, making it easier to blur the line between reality and fiction. So the film is set in the Carta Monastery, located in Transylvania, Romania, built in 1205. And it is known as one of the most haunted places in Romania. Why? Because many monks died from paltry living condition, like they had never enough to eat, worked excruciatingly hard, and rarely lived past the age of 40. And here is the truly tragic that happened in Romania in 2005. But first of all, I would like to say that this happened in Romania. So, if I pronounced wrong about the names of people, I would like to apologize about it. So there was a nun by the name of Marasica Irina Kornisi. She believed that the devil was speaking to her, telling her that she was sinful. So, disturbed by these voices over time, she turned to the convent's priest by the name of Daniel Petru Coringinu for help. So he decided to perform an exorcism before he tried giving her holy water, but she refused to drink it and became, quote, violent. So he and 4 other nuns tied her to a cross, gagged with a towel, and left her in the wet, damp, dark room for 3 days without food or water. Sadly, after 3 days, she died from suffocation and dehydration. According to her medical records, the nun had been diagnosed with schizophrenia. So if you know, you know. Well, maybe it was a mental disorder. Maybe she was actually possessed. Who knows? As for the priests and the nuns, they were charged with aggravated murder in the death of the nun. And if found guilty, they could face up to 25 years in prison. And the interesting part is that their lawyers has requested to change the location for the case due to the intense media and public scrutiny. Because, crime rarely happens in that area as far as I do research. That's why media and stuff start to get intense. That's what I think. Honestly speaking, it's not that terrifying, but quite disturbing and chaotic, I could say so. Well, nothing left to say, honestly speaking. So that's all for today, guys, and see you back with another creepy story. Okay, wait for me. I can promise that I will be back with a lot of interesting yet terrifying stories. Okay, so bye for now. Take care, stay safe.